This is Engadget. Here's what's happening in the world of technology. Today is July 25th. Nearly a decade after it propelled creator Lucas Pope to indie game stardom, dystopian document thriller Papers, Please is finally coming to phones. On Saturday, Pope took to Twitter to announce he's bringing the game to Android and additional iOS devices next month. Papers, Please, but small, August 5th. He said. Before Saturday's announcement, the game had been available on iPads since 2014. On Twitter, Pope said he spent about 8 months developing the new port. Most of the work involved updating the user interface and making minor tweaks to make the game playable on smaller screens. No zooming, Pope said in response to one question about the UI. My vision is terrible, and I wanted the game to feel natural on a phone, so the interface is built around that. For those hoping to play Papers, Please on PlayStation and Xbox, Pope had news to share on that topic too. On track for a console release in 2031, he joked. In a later tweet, Pope said the mobile version would be a standalone release, but if you already own the game on iPad, you'll get access for free. The arrival of Papers, Please on phones will allow a new audience to experience one of the most creative games of the past decade. In Papers, Please, you play as a border control agent for a Soviet bloc-esque country known as Arstotzka. Gameplay primarily involves you checking the documentation of immigrants who want to enter Arstotzka and looking for discrepancies among all their entry forms. At almost every stage of its story experience, Papers, Please presents the player with moral dilemmas, asking them to consider how someone maintains their humanity in a job that is so frequently heartless. And China has successfully launched the second of 3 modules that will eventually make up its Tiangong space station. On Sunday at 2:22 p.m. local time, 2:22 a.m. Eastern time, the Wenxian Quest for the Heavens module lifted off from the country's Wenchang spaceport atop a Long March 5B rocket, Reuters reports. With the launch a complete success, Wenxian is expected to rendezvous with the Tiangong space station later today. At that point, the crew of China's Shenzhou 14 mission will begin the work of linking Wenxian with the Tianhe Harmony of Heaves module. The latter has been in space since orbital construction on Tiangong began in April 2021. When Wenxian is operational, it will serve as one of 2 laboratories that will form Tiangong's eventual T-shaped structure. Once complete, the station will be about a fifth of the size of the International Space Station, with a long-term accommodation for 3 astronauts. In addition to including space and equipment for Chinese astronauts to carry out microgravity and life sciences research, Wenxian features an airlock cabin that will serve as the main entry and exit point for future extravehicular activities out of Tiangong. The module also has temporary living quarters that will allow China to carry out crew handover missions. According to Space.com, the first such handover is planned for later this year. China plans to launch Tiangong's final module in October. The country is exploring the possibility of allowing commercial space flights to visit Tiangong. It has also invited international space agencies to visit the station. If you want to catch the latest tech news as it's happening, check out Engadget.com or tune in again every weekday.
Spoken Layer.